There's breaking news indicating that the Senate has failed to pass any type of new gun control legislation. And part of the reason why is because of the issue of money in politics. Now, the new legislation would have allowed the CDC to just do research into guns to see what kind of impact it has on society. And the other part of the legislation would ensure that those who are suspected terrorists wouldn't have the access to guns that they have today. The vast majority of those who are on the terrorist watch list still successfully obtain weapons. And obviously that's a little bit of an issue, especially when you consider the fact that the last mass shooting in Orlando was by someone who legally purchased guns, even after he was investigated by the FBI twice.
So let's break this down. First of all, corporate interests don't want you to do research because if you did research, you might find out that tobacco is not good for you. So they've been fighting against research for a long time. You might find out if you do research that climate change is real and is caused by men. So they're against scientists, they're against research. In this case, do gun manufacturers want you to do research on guns? Hell no, they don't. And you would say, okay, who cares what gun manufacturers think? Except, as Anna pointed out, we don't really have a democracy anymore. We're run by corporations. So if the gun manufacturers, through their representatives in the NRA, say, no, you'll do no such thing. You won't even look into the issue.
No, but it's crazy.
It's over. You won't. There will. It's not taking any action. They say you're not even allowed to research the issue. We're done with it. We win, you lose.
The NRA is like the drunk driver that gets stopped by the cop, and the cop asks, hey, can you blow into this breathalyzer so I can see whether or not you're drunk? And it's like, nope, can't do it, can't do it. Well, why not? You got something to hide, right? Like, why wouldn't you allow for the research? What's wrong with doing the research? I don't see why there's an issue with that. And then, look, I've talked about this in great length on the show over the last week. I do not support the idea of people on the terrorist watch list having access to guns, okay? All of a sudden, everyone's bringing up the issue of due process, which I think is hilarious because the United States government has been killing people, murdering U.S. citizens abroad with drone strikes with no trial, no due process. And in this case, due process does not even apply in the same sense that you would think.
Yeah, so when we killed Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki, by the way, that's the 16-year-old son of the guy we thought was a terrorist but never proved. You weren't worried about due process then. We killed that kid. 16-year-old.
We murdered a 16-year-old, a U.S. citizen.
Nobody. I didn't see any conservatives talking about due process then. Now we say, we got people on the terrorist watch list. Oh, well, you know, 1% of that list could be off, or you could maybe even 3%. But 97% could be terrorists looking to buy weapons, right? And by the way, if you're on the watch list, they make it seem as if that's it, it's over, you can't ever get off of it. That's not true. You say, what the hell are you doing putting my name on the list? You go through a process and then you get off the list.
Right.
So it doesn't happen overnight, but for the very few times that they make a mistake, of course you can get off the list. No, the whole reason isn't because all of a sudden conservatives in the NRA are heartbroken over due process. No, it's because they want to be able to sell every single weapon. And if terrorists have weapons and they use them, well, then everybody else will be scared and they'll buy even more weapons.
You know what, though? You got to give U.S. politicians a lot of credit for their consistency, right? Because they're very good at fear-mongering about terrorists, but they're also very good at arming terrorists, both domestically and foreign. I mean, it's just incredible, right? Like, we can't even accept 10,000 Syrian refugees who are trying to flee their own country because of the terrorism that they're experiencing. They have to go through all these different checks, all these safeguards to ensure that they are safe individuals to enter the country. We can't even accept them. But hey, you know what? If we have terrorists, suspected terrorists on the terrorist watch list, let's make sure they have access to guns.
Then why do we have a terrorist watch list? If we're willing to weaponize them. And okay, let's go through this scenario where you went through 18 months or 2 years sitting as a Syrian refugee. You made it in, but oops, we screwed up. Even though we made you wait all that time, went through all that different checks, balance, process, but it turns out one of you out of the 10,000 is a terrorist. Then we turn around and go, here's a weapon. Go use it against us. Yeah. How insane is that? And that's the current state of affairs. Because they don't give a damn about you and your family and whether you're going to get killed in a nightclub or in a movie theater or in an elementary school. They don't care. What they care about is, where's my check coming from? And if my check is coming from the NRA, which got its check from gun manufacturers, then I don't give a damn that terrorists have weapons inside the United States. Inside the United States. I don't give a damn if you'd like to know more about it. No, I'm going to prevent you from knowing anything, and I'm going to make sure that every single person in the country, including people that our government thinks are suspected terrorists, have access to all the weaponry they need. They should never, ever talk about terrorism again. They're the world's biggest hypocrites, and they endanger us all.